JIE STAR Hospital. Part 6, Bag 6. So here is our next little update. As you can see, we've just built up with a little green thing there over the windows. If I go in, you can see better that way with the door, and you can see it's looking pretty good, isn't it? I must admit I like the look. We've got the actual part list. If you remember, on the other floor it was missing, I think I said. Look at the decoration, absolutely fantastic. Nice solid wall. Love the actual colour, and the patination's really nice. So now we're really ready to continue, and there's not a lot left really. Don't get mixed up by the stuff that I've got at the back, because that's for number 9. That's a long way off. Right, let's get on to finishing this step, part 6. So you can see we have finished making up our 3rd floor. I thought I'd already done this video. I've checked my phone and I haven't. So basically we've just made it up, as you know, the walls and everything. Standard top, you can see what we've done there. And then we're ready for the roof. Now I'm going to go on to the roof in a minute. We've done the base plate, but I wanted to say two little things first. The first thing being, we built this up slightly wrong, where that little white plate there that I'm pointing at, I'd put a big grey plate. Turned out that I needed that grey plate for the base plate for the roof. So I've had to deconstruct, put in the right piece, and I did. No excuses really. I mean, I'm building by a book, so I'm going to say that's my reason, but really it shows you correctly in the book, so there's nobody to blame except myself. The other thing I want to recap on is this. Now, I thought I'd filmed this. I don't think I have. I opened bag 6, what I thought was bag 6. It had a line at the bottom where the curve is at the bottom of the 6. Asked my wife just to double check if it was bag 6. She agreed with me. Sorted all my pieces out, and then bang, it wasn't the right bag. It was bag 9. Absolutely chaos. Didn't have the heart to pick the pieces up. Ended up using 2 trays, and it is what it is. I'm just going to leave them on my desk until we get to it in 2 bags time, because this is bag 6 that we're doing now that we're nearly finished with the roof. I will quickly reach over and just say, there you go, nothing special. Base plate, doesn't really go together right for me. It doesn't push down right. There's a slight bend in the plates. I think that's quite a brick, but then again, it's just down to my opinions. Anyway, you're up to date now. Let's get this roof finished, and that's the end of part 6, bag 6. So I'm coming back again, and I just said, you know what, let's tell the people what's happened again, because I'm not a perfect builder. And let's look at the plans. So we're building up our helicopter pad, and I've had to move mine 3 times. It was too close that way, then it was too close that way, and absolutely awful. You know, I could have thrown it in the bin again. And you know, people are going to look at that and they're going to say, Kev, you can see it plainly says 2 studs from the end, 2 studs from the other end. You can see it in the book, but for me it's just not good enough. It really, I don't know. You know, I put the bits on top, and it was only when I started to do this that I discovered I'd put it in the wrong place. But please comment in the box, you know, if you think these plans are fine, you know, and it's me, that's fine. But I just wanted to bring it up and say, for me, you know, I like to build digitally. That's the way I am. Maybe I should have blown the plans up when doing, but I just wanted to show you. We're getting towards the end now, when it goes on the top and everything goes on, and then that will be the end of the section. And there you have it. There is the roof complete in its right place. The lovely H, as you can see. You've got a printed tile here saying helicopter pad, which is quite nice. You saw the calamities that I said earlier about putting this in the right place. Now, can you see? I'm pretty sure you can. Look at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, as you can see, I brought the other part down because we've done a lot of this top work. Obviously now this goes to that. Then this will marry to that. That will be the end of part 6, and that's the end of that left side of the wing of the hospital. But as you can see, it's not flat. It's I'm gonna stop the video here now, put it on, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll see what it looks like. So there you go, it's on, and it is exactly as I feared. It's sort of okay, and then as you get round, look at that gap, and look at that bend there. If I try and show you, yeah, you push it down. Now wait a bit, that's okay, right? Little bit at the end. Now we'll try and push this bit down here. Oh, it's just come off. And that's the problem you have all the while with this set. I'll just reframe it and then do it. So basically just put it on just to sit. It's going to be fine. Obviously if you're moving it and stuff, it ain't going to matter anyway. But look at that gap. It is absolutely dreadful. The plates are not completely flat. The clutch power of the plates in the other, when the flat plate this way and then the two plates going that way, if you can imagine, they don't seat right, and you can just see again by that gap. It's very, very disappointing, but at least it's on. That's the main thing I'm going to say again. It's on. Right, I'm going to marinate it to the other part of the set so as you can have a look at what it looks like, and then that's the end. And there you go, that's how it looks, and I suppose from a distance it looks fantastic. First floor, the second floor, sorry, it went on okay. It's down, and then like the roof, as I say, is what it is. I've got the roof off and tried to flatten the tiles, but you can see that gap there. It's not nice, it really isn't nice. But this is it again. I'm going to use the words. I paid £40 for this set, 40 English pounds, which was nothing, absolutely nothing, for nearly 5,000 pieces. The majority of the set is absolutely great. This is the first real problem we've got with the flat roof. Now I think the rest of the hospital is flat roofed, so we'll see if we have the same problems again. But like I say, it is what it is. If I can just about reach and do the slow turn, you can see, I mean, look at that. Does it not look good with all the doors, the windows down? You can see the exterior. There's our little helicopter sign that I showed you earlier. This is what I'm doing these for, not only for you, but to look back myself and say, yeah, I built it. Yes, I had problems with it, but we did our best to combat, and we continued on. We don't give up. That's the main thing, isn't it? And like I say, it looks absolutely super. I think that really looks nice. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little, which has probably turned into a very, very long video, but there's been definite reasons why it's turned into the video. Still an enjoyable build, if I'm honest, although we've had the problems with the roof at the top. But other than that, everything's been okay. If you have enjoyed this little video, please give us a thumbs up. Yes, hit that like button for me. It does me and the channel the world of good. And please, by all means, comment, drop a few comments in that box. Go on, say, you know, tell me what you think, like I went back and I showed you about the plans. Yeah, it's me. You know, I'll hold my hands up. I'd rather build digitally. Like I say, I'm just recanning old stuff, but it is what it is. We have to use what we use, and we get what we get. And if you want to follow us tomorrow on to the start of the main hospital building, which is 2 big base plates, then all you have to do is click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Anybody who's watched this video, like I say about any of my other videos, thank you very, very much for watching. And I hope I see you next time for the next part of JIE STAR's Hospital. And with that, you know the score, you know the drill. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side.